Hi, I'm Tim Carter, founder of AskTheBuilder.com. I want to tell you a little bit about a really cool company I'm working with. It's called Ezoic. Ezoic is well, it's really kind of hard to describe them, but it's a company filled with a lot of really great people. And what they do is if you own a website that has a lot of content on it, like Ask the Builder, they help you basically make more money. And they've got all kinds of magic that does it. They have very smart engineers, and they basically just make sure that the best ads are showing on the website that return the highest amount of revenue. And it's kind of magic, but here's what you need to know. Before I decided to work with Ezoic, my ad revenue was just fumbling along. And seriously, within just a week or two, it had jumped by a factor of 2 or 3. So I knew I was working with the right people. But here's the best part. When I first started with Ezoic, I started with a gentleman named Rob Fernandez. And Rob was tenacious. He wouldn't give up. I kept pushing him away. And finally, I signed up. And it's a credit to Rob. You know, it's an example of the 3 Ds if you want to succeed. So diligence, determination, and discipline. And Rob absolutely had the determination. But the story gets better. So I was working with Rob, and Ezoic is growing, and they've got an office in London. So Ezoic is based out in California, Southern California, but then they opened up an office in London. And great man works there, John Cole. He manages the office there. So fast forward to about, January of 2018, and because they're growing so fast, Rob gets a promotion, and I get a new account manager named Jennifer Cannon. And Jennifer, she works out of the London office. I got to meet her in February in New York City, and here's what you need to know. This is why I'm making this video. So I have worked with all types of companies, tech companies, for, 23 years now or so, ever since AskTheBuilder.com started, which was back in 1995. And I have never in my entire career had an experience like I've had with Ezoic. I mean, I don't know what the magic is. It's probably because they just hire the right people, and the people love what they're doing. So here's where it gets to Jennifer. So Jennifer has just blown me away with what she's doing to make Ask the Builder produce as much revenue and a great user experience for the people who come to Ask the Builder. Here's what happened. I'll tell you a quick story. Just about 3 weeks ago, I reached out to Jennifer. She had come to the United States to work out of the California office for maybe some training. I don't know what. It's none of my business. But she let me know she was there. And I just sent her an off-the-cuff email saying, hey, Jennifer, I wonder if you could do me a favor. If you have a chance, could you really look at my website, make sure we've got the best placeholders where they're supposed to be? And I said this. I said, just imagine that I gave Ask the Builder to you and that it was your website. What would you do to ensure that it produces the most amount of revenue and gives a really fantastic user experience? Well, Jennifer got to work. She sent me a bunch of emails. She showed me exactly what she was doing. She jumped right on it. She had me make a very minor change in my style because there was this tiny little arrow that was kind of pointing to an ad at the top. And to make a long story short, my revenue has jumped again. So it's all because Jennifer really jumped in and really, she acted like she owned part of the business. That's why I love Ezoic. So it's really kind of a long video, but I'm not getting paid any money by Ezoic to do this. I just did it so that if you are on the fence and you're thinking whether or not you want to work with Ezoic, trust me, you are not going to be disappointed. And just let them know you heard about him through Tim Carter. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, and I'd love to hear in the comments below the video, if you do end up using Ezoic, tell everybody else what happened. All right, have a great day. If you want to discover more home improvement tips, go to AskTheBuilder.com.